Hey guys, welcome to week 15 of Comicgeddon.
We're all geek culture collide.
We're your hosts. I'm Shannon.
I'm John Watts.
And this is going to be our mid-season finale. For about 2, maybe 3 weeks. I'm getting a little burnout. Need to bring on another editor. If John can ever get his act together and get his software going and everything, he can help.
Blame the fat guy.
But, you know, when I got to come here every Saturday, spend a few hours.
Or 5.
Yeah, a lot of times 5 hours filming and everything, plus with the kids and work, myself, you know. Plus it's getting into the hotter months. With it getting into hotter months, you know, I'm just exhausted. So
I'm not. I got nothing better to do on a Saturday.
he gets to sit in an air conditioning. I got to be outside. So.
But watch movies.
Today we're going to be going over. There's really no news on the Flash. There's a little bit, but
we'll go over that in a bit.
We're going to be doing our review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
Out of the shadows, cowabunga dudes.
We're going to be giving you a review of Voltron Legendary Defender, which just premiered yesterday on Netflix.
And he's already watched the whole damn show. So
11 episodes.
I haven't even started.
And we're going to be adding Scream, the TV series, to the review lineup. Of course, I will, since we're like on episode 2 of Scream, I may give you little mini reviews as we go along and then put them into the next episode or whatever.
There you go.
Just kind of give my thoughts on who I think the killer is going to be.
Something in your beard.
Did I get it?
No.
Where?
It's like right there. I'm not touching it. What? It's like attached. There you go.
Oh, I got it? Oh, good. What else do we got? We're not doing any game reviews.
No game reviews, no toy reviews, no video game reviews. This guy's just copped out of everything this week.
It was a last minute decision.
The boss.
I messaged him this morning and let him know, you know, we're just doing a very shortened version of this show today.
I had a cool action figure for you too. You're not going to see him now.
You can bring him in when we come back from our break.
No. I'll do something else.
All right, John, so tell me what you thought of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
Sounded more like Vegeta than you did Shredder.
Kakarot! Oh my god, I loved the new Ninja Turtles movie. It was straight out of the 80s cartoon. And it was 10 times, 20 times, 50 times better than the last one they did. I mean, literally, if you're a fan of the old 1980s, early 90s Ninja Turtles cartoon series, this is for you because this is a live-action version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of old.
Yeah.
Loved it. Nitpicks, of course. Shredder not wearing his helmet the whole time. Wasn't a big fan of Casey Jones' new backstory.
No.
I liked it. I liked his Casey Jones. Not his best, but I liked the Casey Jones. But his backstory I didn't like.
Casey Jones was just a
There wasn't
wannabe
really
cop.
a whole lot really to this. I mean, there was a lot of nods to the 80s cartoon, including ringtones like did it. Oh, the ringtone that we got was from the arcade actually. That did it.
Yeah.
And then
There was a nod to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
lots of that.
With Vanilla Ice.
Well, we had Vanilla Ice Baby playing in the background at one point in a bar. But at the end credits, if you stick around for the end credits, we get the old 80s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Remix, because they mix in
the second verse of that same song, we get Ninja Rap.
It's just kind of a bridge.
And there is no after credit scene.
Yeah,
There's no post credit scene.
We stayed hoping that there would be, because
there wasn't for the last one, so I didn't stick around.
We never really got to see exactly what became of the Shredder after he got frozen.
Where was I?
We never really got to see what became of the Shredder after Krang
turns on the
Yeah.
Shredder, which is classic Shredder-Krang relationship.
Yeah.
They're always turning on each other, always arguing. So that was kind of cool. We still kind of got that Shredder type of Krang, but it was voiced by Brad Garrett. And not so.
I thought his
and
voice
not
sounded
so,
familiar. I
It was
couldn't
Brad
quite-
Garrett from Everybody Loves Raymond. It was Raymond's brother. So yeah, I mean, you didn't get that over the high pitch screech that
That was
Krang
really
was so known for in the cartoon. But we did get Brad Garrett's dark. I can't do Brad Garrett. His voice is just too deep. We got his robot body. We got a reference of him looking like a chewed up piece of bubble gum, which was awesome. So Krang was amazing. But the stars of the movie were not the Ninja Turtles. It wasn't Casey Jones. It wasn't Krang. It wasn't Shredder. The stars of the movie
Bebop and
was
Rocksteady.
No, it was Bebop
Yeah.
and Rocksteady.
We also never got to see what became of Bebop and Rocksteady after they caught the grenade either.
Yeah. Well, so you know what? Dude, you've watched the show long enough. There's spoilers. Yeah, there's a grenade. It goes off, but you do hear them in there, so
Yeah.
you know they're not dead. Which was going to ruin the movie for me if they actually ended up killing them off. And thankfully they didn't. We also don't know what become of Baxter Stockman because Shredder had Baxter Stockman taken away by Kara and his foot soldiers, who look amazing. By the way, the foot soldiers actually look like freaking ninjas.
Yeah.
So, and sadly enough, if you've seen the Shredder action figure for the Out of the Shadows toy line, which is probably the worst looking figure of the entire toy line, you kind of know what to expect with this movie. You're not getting the flashy spikes.
All you get is a black...
You get a black jumpsuit, and he wears the helmet for like 5 minutes into it. Like I said, I have issues with the movie.
Yeah, he's not
That's
really
one of the big
Shredder. He doesn't even really have...
But he has his attitude.
Yeah.
He has his attitude of Shredder, but he doesn't have the spikes, the cape. So things they need to change for the.
Can't really call him Shredder. It's Hamato Yoshi.
Well, he's called Shredder throughout the whole movie, though. So, but there's some awesome elements in here, like.
Or no, Oroku-san.
Like, how do you explain a huge battle on a skyscraper, and then the big armor dude falling, which was should have been to his death.
Oh, God. The Falcon.
Which should have been to his death. And how do you explain all that well and not get the turtles involved? You blame Vernon. The Falcon. That was just lovely too. I love what they did. I love the opening scene with the basketball court. The whole movie is just it had me laughing throughout the whole movie. This is definitely a popcorn movie too.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you go to Carmike Cinemas, they have this awesome bucket deal. Grab that, get some popcorn. Sadly, it's not playing at the Avon here in town. Otherwise, I would throw a shout out to the Avon.
I don't think
Take your
Carmike really
kids.
needs a shout out though. They're kind of a nationwide brand.
Yeah. Who was bought out by AMC, by the way,
Yeah, that's true.
just recently. Fun movie, really fun. I liked it better than the first one.
I did like it better than the first one.
I mean, your favorite scenes and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of favorite scenes.
I still have issues with the voices of of one turtle in particular and the lips.
They still have issues with the lips. Turtles don't have lips, and I wish. And Mike, I think you're talking about Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Michelangelo was better in this movie than he was in the last movie.
Yeah,
But he still got that, yo man, hey, what
He reminds me of what's his name?
He's not the surfer Mikey.
No, but every time he talks, he sounds like dude from 21 Jump Street. What's the name?
The TV show?
No, the movie.
I never seen the movie.
He also plays on some of the other, like Superbad. And,
Not Seth Rogen.
no.
He was in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
What's his name?
I don't know.
I forgot his name.
Curly hair dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're bad.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
It was right on the tip of my tongue, and then I forgot it. But he just sounds so much like him. I detest that dude with a passion. Cannot stand him.
I liked the dynamic of the turtles in this movie too.
Yeah,
there
the dynamic
was
was good.
tension, which we didn't get a lot of in the last
I
movie.
didn't like the Leonardo's portrayal though. He seemed more douchey than previous incarnations.
Yeah. Leo, and the way Leo has a secret. I'm not going to give a lot of this, but Leo has a secret that he's keeping from two of his brothers. And the way he's trying to use loopholes within the ninja system to keep the secret from Raphael in particular. Didn't like that. Like I said, there's things I didn't like.
But the secret is only kept for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, like 3 minutes. Thank you, Mikey. Blabbermouth.
Yeah.
I
did like how they
mentioned. I love the jumping out of the plane scene.
I did like how they made Michelangelo really is the heart of the team.
Yes.
He is the typical little brother type where he annoys the hell out of everyone, but you gotta love him.
And I'll tell you, the Turtles have a lot more emotion in this one than they do the other one, because the whole basis of the story, the whole message is these guys save the city day in and day out. They're the ones that save the city from the Shredder, yet they get no recognition.
Which they do actually get recognition at the end, secretly,
because they would be considered freaks. And point proven when they are finally revealed to the public, mostly the police, and they are called monsters. And there's this one moment in the movie where Michelangelo just has this other like somebody took a knife in his heart and just twisted we're the good guys, we're the. I mean, he had this look like we're monsters. We're not monsters. We're the good guys. I mean, it was just it was kind of. It was real. It got real there for a while. For the most part, this movie's really fun.
And the dynamic between Casey Jones and April is almost immediate.
There was
it wasn't really much like the original 90
movie. I think
where they built it, they extended the
it was definitely a love at first sight moment.
Yeah.
Which I have no problem with that. I'm just glad, we were talking about this a little bit ago, I'm just glad they didn't go the route of the 80s Casey Jones, where he's going around attacking appliances because they're not obeying the law.
I would have liked the portrayal, not necessarily the attacking, the stupidity of it.
I would have liked more of the original Casey Jones than the old movie.
Yeah. But once again, you get just a couple minutes of the Casey Jones mask. In the comics, he was never really unmasked, was he?
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah.
I know in the cartoon
not in the beginning so much, but I mean, eventually he ended up becoming unmasked, and April had a thing, and I think they did have a kid. And
in the cartoons, he was never unmasked.
Never
until
unmasked.
The remakes.
He sounded like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. I would like to see that kind of Casey Jones, though, where they don't
show his face
the entire unmask. Yeah, because in the movies we've gotten with Casey Jones, the original movie, we got a few minutes, nice nod to the mask and everything, but for the most part,
pretty much any time he fought, he wore the mask.
Yeah.
So,
but the majority of the film, he was without the mask.
When he wasn't fighting, he didn't have the mask on. When he was fighting, he had the mask on.
And in the new movie, even when he was fighting, he
didn't have the mask on.
They only really had the mask on during his first.
And in this one, he's a correctional officer who wants to jump from correctional officer straight to detective.
And did you notice a nice little nod to how what I used to do with my Casey Jones action figures from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy line was pretend he was Jason Voorhees because of the hockey mask. And they actually did a nice little nod to that, referring to him as Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I did catch that. And there's also cameos by Eastman, one of the creators of Ninja Turtles. I'll let you look for him. Unfortunately, the original, I mentioned this last week, the original April O'Neil was supposed to have a cameo as a reporter. Her scene got cut, just as her scenes in the original Turtles got cut quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I think she's done with Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Lots of cameos, lots of nods. At one point, April is talking to Donatello on a watch. His picture is actually a picture of the a cartoon Donatello from the original Turtles cartoon. I don't know if you caught that. Tyler Perry, I will say, did an amazing job as Baxter Stockman. He was my surprise of the movie.
Yeah.
I liked his Baxter Stockman. I'm hoping he comes back.
I'm hoping
he gets turned into the Fly.
The Technodrome, from what we could see of the Technodrome, it looked awesome.
It had the eye on top.
Yeah, it looked just like it was pulled
from the side.
From the cartoon or the arcade game.
The inside, not so much.
No.
The inside was really essentially just kind of like a one-person mini Technodrome, kind of like the old toy that they brought out. There was a
Right.
mini Technodrome for one figure. That's kind of what it reminded me of. But it was
But-
still really cool.
And it was so massive they couldn't fit it all on screen at once. So you just got little bits and pieces here and there. But from what we could see of it, it was
pretty massive.
awesome.
So, I liked Krang's body, the robot body.
I think when we get a third Ninja Turtles movie, we'll see a lot more of Dimension X,
I think that's where we're going with
and
this.
hopefully we'll get the what are they called, the punk kids that help them-
Neutrinos.
Yeah, the neutrinos.
What I want to see in the next Ninja Turtle movie, I want to see more of Krang and Shredder dynamic. I want to see Dimension X. I want to see Technotron. Of course, Bebop and Rocksteady. I want to see my favorite Ninja Turtle character, the Rat King. I don't care if it's a side thing where they're doing like flashbacks of the turtles busting ass or not. I want to at least see a cameo of the Rat King. He was always.
I
my
would like to
favorite.
see Slash.
Slash would be good. Slash would be cool. Maybe a nod, and this would have been good for this movie since it was the second movie. Maybe a nod to Toka and Razor.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of.
But if they did Slash, I could see Michael Bay pulling something where Slash is a mutated form of Shredder, since Slash has the, you know.
But and there's one other thing. One, and this is more than just a nitpick. In the animated series, when you got mutated, you were mutated with the last animal you were near. So if you were a punk next to a rhinoceros, then you were going to turn into a mutant rhino. If you were a little turtle by a human, you were going to turn into a humanoid turtle. In this movie, they did it a lot different, extremely, and I didn't like it. It is you're mutated into
in your DNA
your
already.
inner animal. So Bebop and Rocksteady, I guess they got turned into a warthog and a rhino because that was their inner animal. That was, I think, very poorly done. It was a cop out.
Now, Bebop and Rocksteady did
They
steal
stole
the show.
They
though.
really did. And there were a few things from the animated series I would have liked to have been incorporated in this with Bebop and Rocksteady. One of which is there's a scene in the original series towards when they first appeared. They're at a zoo. Rocksteady picks up Splinter and goes, "We don't like rats in our city." I kind of like that. Or when they were getting mutated, bringing the animals from the zoo, and he goes, "What do you need the animals for?" That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But we don't get that. We get their inner animal spirit and totally went Power Rangers on the damn thing there for a moment.
Yeah. But overall, it was really good.
I loved it.
I do think Michael Bay went a little bit too far with giving the turtles lips and making Michelangelo sound like Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. I
Once again, I cannot iterate enough how much I hate Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill is probably the worst actor in all of Hollywood.
who was nominated for Best Supporting
Yeah.
Actor in Wolf of Wall Street. But whatever. I personally don't have a problem with Jonah Hill, but I don't know.
I can't stand it.
So overall, my rating on Ninja Turtles, I mean, it's got its issues, some bigger than others. They still haven't fixed the lips on the turtles. For the most part, I like
Maybe that's what we'll get in the third one. Maybe
No lips.
with Dimension X coming into play, maybe they'll be mutated a little bit further and look more
Like
like
turtles.
yeah.
Or maybe let's change it without explaining it. That'd be acceptable. 8.5 all the way.
I'll give it an 8.
I really loved it. I mean, I'd like to go back and rewatch it, honestly. Unfortunately, we got way too many movies coming out. I got The Conjuring 2 I'm going to go see Sunday.
We've got Independence Day coming out.
But I think, I want to speak here for you. You can correct me if I'm wrong, boss. We'll be back at least to do a review for the new Ghostbusters movie.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and I hate to say this. I feel bad, but I'm getting a little excited for it. I think it's just because of the Ghostbuster rush, but because we had Ghostbuster Day a few days ago. I've been watching the real Ghostbusters DVDs. I've been watching the movies here at the store. I've been getting.
We went out to Walmart yesterday. I was hoping to find some more of the classic Ghostbusters figures.
Which
All I
you
got was
got.
Venkman.
I don't even
last time.
Bankman.
But
All you see is the new ones.
were you just making fun of me?
No.
Yeah, don't think that I don't ever catch you doing stuff when my back is turned.
He's watching right now. I'm sure they'll end up on like bloopers at some point.
Oh yeah.
Which we haven't gotten in quite a few weeks, Shannon.
Yeah, but
What you need to do is you need to take all the bloopers that we've had from episode 1 to current and just make one video.
there's going to be a problem with that.
You don't have them anymore. You delete
No,
them as you.
I've had to delete them as I go. Otherwise, it slows down my computer
That's
drastically.
why you get one of these little hard drives and you put all the episodes on. See, I have all of them. That's what I'm going to do on my Baron Wrinkles at some point. Put all the bloopers on there.
Eventually, I do plan on getting an actual desktop computer for video editing and stuff. Then I'll be able to have more videos on there at all times and everything.
We'll definitely be back here July to review Ghostbusters. And
If nothing else, we can do a episode at my house or whatever, where I don't have to.
I mean, The Conjuring 2 is not really anything worth probably reviewing. Either is Independence Day Resurgence.
Independence Day, we are going to have to review. I have been waiting 20 freaking years.
And I just rewatched the movie this week.
Yeah.
So.
Did you watch the edited or
No, I watched the extended. I've never watched the extended version before. I liked it.
Yeah.
It added. I didn't even know there was another kid. Or his youngest. I didn't even know he was sick. That was a whole subplot that they took out of it. The original. He has a sick kid, and when they first get to the base, after they pick up Will Smith, he's yelling for a doctor to help his kid. That wasn't in the original version at all. So there was like a subplot with Randy Quaid and his kids. And they originally were going, when they said we need to leave, and he comes out and goes, "You have read my mind." They were originally going to leave him there and take off without him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you haven't checked out, they just re-released the original Independence Day on Blu-ray. Check it out. I think they might have already had it on DVD and Blu-ray before, but there's an extended version of the movie. Check it out.
You know who the president's daughter was in the original movie, don't you?
Yes.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
It was not Hayden Matera.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Positive.
Yes. Somebody and I were just talking about this a couple days ago here in the store, but no, that wasn't her.
I'm pretty sure it was.
No. Because there's a lot of uproar over the recasting of the president's daughter for this movie, because the girl who played his daughter originally, who's still acting, I'm trying to remember what else she's been in, but they felt she wasn't pretty enough. So that was definitely not Hayden Matera by any means. So yeah, there's a lot of uproar on that right now.
She looked amazing in Scream 4, by the way.
So, well, there we go. That's our Ninja Turtle review. Go forth, eat pizza, party on, dudes, and cowabunga.
Totally tubular.
Totally.
Stay tuned for Voltron.
Totally tubuloso, dude.